What's going on? This is Jason Heath, and I was chatting recently with Nicole Melrose, who's the founder of Stringrise. We've had her on the podcast before, and she's got this new product called Frog Slide that's now available for double basis. I had a chance to sit down while I was in Los Angeles with Kate Jones, also a podcast guest, and get the behind the scenes on what this will do for your bow hold. I'm here with Kate Jones, who is one of my favorite people in the bass world, such a great player and educator. We've been hanging out here in Southern California, and I realized that since we're going to be here together, this would be a good opportunity to talk about this new bow hold developer product. And this is such your wheelhouse with the students you teach, and we have the violin version right here, but the founder of Stringrise, Nicole Melrose, she's coming out with a bass version, and there will be a French bow version and German bow version. Okay, yeah. So how is this useful for students?
Well, I can think of several uses that I would use this with my students, but you know, the first thing that comes to mind is when you have a beginner student, sometimes it's much easier to do bow hold work, like that initial teaching away from the real bow, right? And so you can kind of build the ideal bow hold. It's kind of weird to do a bass bow hold on a violin frog, but you can build that initial bow hold and those steps on this. And what's really cool about it is it's this flexible, what are we going to call this material?
It's like a rubber type of material.
Yeah, and it feels like really nice, right? So like, and you can see one of the cool things is if, for instance, you have a student who's like really squeezing, the frog's gonna like move, right?
Yeah,
so that's a huge benefit because it gives you that visual feedback. But if you feel it, it's like really comfortable just to.
Yeah, it's got this softness. I've always heard that like approaching like a soft surface can sort of like make someone, you know, approach it in more of a
softer
way.
Exactly.
And this is such a great idea in terms of that.
Yeah. And then next, if you do have a student who maybe is already playing with the bow but needs some fine tuning in their bow hold, you can kind of do it again away from the bow. Or another way that you might use this is if, for instance, a student is going on a trip, they can't take their bass, you know, across the country or wherever, it just won't fit in the car. You could assign them some things with this bow. I'm told that you can slide this off of the pencil they send it with and put it on a dowel rod too. So if they want something a little longer, they could bow on their lap or whatever. Lots of options.
Cool.
For this product.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
This is like such an easy thing to carry around. It's like carrying around a rosin or something like that. Yeah.
So light and really comfortable to use.
We've got a link for this in the description below, and if you use the promo code Young Bassists, that's plural, you will send $2 of the purchase price of this to the International Society of Bassists Young Bassists program. That's for the 2025 convention. I will be there, and this is a very cool product.